Hi, Wendy Goldberg.
Hi, John.
What play did you just direct here at the Summit?
I just directed The Two Things You Don't Talk About at Dinner by Lisa Loomer.
For people who haven't seen it, very quickly, what's the basic setup?
The basic setup is it takes place at a Passover Seder at a home of a Jewish family in Los Angeles, and it's really about various points of political viewpoints, and it talks about, of course, the two things you don't talk about at dinner are religion and politics, both of which get discussed a lot in this play. With all kinds of differing points of view. It's really, the play is really thrilling because, the country right now is so polarized and so divided, and it really attacks that issue to the core, and we see all of these different viewpoints really colliding, and it's a play about important topics, and it's hilarious.
I was going to say, how did we see a play with that setup and end up laughing as much
I
as
know,
we
and
did?
it's so funny because Lisa is so gifted at comedy, and she knows exactly when we need that. We need that release.
I love the humor. I love the fact that there was a balanced feel to it, that so many things got discussed. Well, I specifically love that Lupe had a moment at the end to talk about the things we tend to forget about, the things that are happening now. I do think this would make a wonderful production, and I'd love to see them do it here.
Hi, Ethan.
Hey, John. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Great.
You just directed.
I did just direct Cecilia Marie by Octavio Solis.
Who we know from Lydia fame.
Lydia,
at the Denver Center.
Had its world premiere here.
What do you love about Cecilia Marie?
Gosh, what I love about the play is that it's this incredibly lyric, beautiful and mysterious and dark world. And one of the things that's sort of so incredible about Octavio is he's such a warm, generous, fun person.
Yeah.
And in his plays, things are very troubled, and the people are at the edge of their wits and their sanity. And this play moves back and forth in time.
Yeah.
Audiences who know Lydia, there are some allusions to Lydia in it. It's not a sequel by any stretch, but it does concern Misha, the little boy, the brother, and sort of what happens to him in his life further on. So the basic setup of this play is a couple wakes up in a sort of barren room with a bunch of heroin works on a table, and they don't remember who they are or where they are, and they have a crib with, instead of a baby in it, a drumstick of chicken, fried chicken, and from there they have to go and sort of put together their lives and figure out how they've arrived at this place.
Oh, that old yarn.
That old yarn. You know the fried chicken and the baby one? That's one. Right. Yeah. Did I ever tell you the one about the fried chicken and the baby?
Which came first, the fried chicken or the baby?
That's right. Well, that's a good question.
Hi, Laura. Welcome home.
Hi, thanks.
You went to Cherry Creek High School.
I did, and this is the first time I've been back in Denver since the year after I graduated from high school.
Wow. How so long?
I don't know. I don't have a good reason why, but it's great. It's great to be back.
Well, it's good to have you back home because we just discovered that you're now a newly commissioned playwright for the Denver Center Theater Company.
I am.
Congratulations. And we did high school theater together.
We did? Crazy. It's totally crazy.
A question of balance. I was Evil the World Hater.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I just remember. I remember the social aspect of that experience more than ever like what the play was or anything.
Well, I'll just tell you, I haven't changed much from my character.
Yeah.
In those days. We just saw the stage reading of The Whale.
Yeah.
What did you like about that show?
Well, I was deeply moved by it. In fact, I couldn't talk to anyone for a while.
Really?
Yeah, and I just saw Erin over from Buntport, and she had the same. We couldn't talk to each other, and I was just so moved by. I think ultimately this notion of that no matter how messed up we are, that each one of us has some amazing. Just our existence is meaningful.
Do you think if it gets staged here in Denver that it'll have more meaning to a potential audience here knowing that it's based here in Colorado in the newspaper war at the time 110 years ago?
Absolutely. I think it's one of the things that a lot of people are talking about lately is making theater that doesn't feel imported from someplace else, making theater that is true to the community and true to its history and its people. So I think that absolutely will have some resonance with Denver audiences.
Ironic. Theater that is true about a story that was made up.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Well,
Thanks
enjoy
so much.
Denver.
Not much taste to these things, are there? Kind of salty.
Sam, I'm going over to my office.
My father, he salted everything. He salted his apples.
You know how to call me if something comes up?
Yeah.
We are now, I would guess, 3 hours from showtime.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
2.
Maybe 12.
Oh, are we playing? Oh,
No, I'm not playing.
Oh, okay.
I just have no idea what time it is.
So I think it's like 5:15.
Is it really that late?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just say you're 2 hours from showtime.
Okay.
How you feeling?
I feel very nervous.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are the nerves getting to you a little bit?
Well, a little bit. I've only been to the bathroom like 3 times. So I'm going to go again after.
Hey, Eric Edborg. Why is tonight such a big night?
Well, tonight's a big night in my life anyway because Forsberg is back on the Avalanche. He's playing tonight, Forsberg.
Eric, talk about the summit.
Yeah, we've had a great time.
Yeah.
I really have enjoyed being. Forsberg is back. I'm a little nervous. But.
So hopefully everyone got a listening device. And before we start, we just want to make sure that they all work. So if you can put on your earbud, I recommend, well, you can see what you like, but you want to hear what's on stage and be able to hear what's in your bud. So you may want just one on your ear. It may be comfortable without one. And now we're going to cue up the music and play some music so you can make sure they work.
And if you are staying for the feedback and you have a cell phone, please turn your cell phones on. Which you never get told to do in the theater, so that's nice.
What do you think people got out of this performance?
I think something about shortening distances for sure, and just exploring the nature of communication. I loved having Drew in my ear. It was just like so exciting to me, and I could hardly wait for him to talk again.
Yeah.
My first reaction is we need to calm down and actually read the script so that we don't mess up so much as we did.
Did you mess anything
tonight.
up?
Oh, yeah. We were, some parts, I was like, what is happening?
All around, how's it feel to get one of the 2 performances under your belt?
Good.
It's been a mad rush this week.
Yeah, we were all very
nice to
tired.
have it.
So.
Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
It was as if you didn't know the last line.
That's just to
I
build
looked at Rolf.
anticipation.